What if I told you that the piece of plastic sitting in your wallet isn't just a payment tool? It's a financial trap. The average American household carries about $6,000 in credit card debt, but if you only pay the minimum, it can take 17 years to clear and cost nearly $9,000 in interest. 17 years. That's a teenager's entire lifetime. When I realized my normal swiping habits were quietly stealing decades of my future, I panicked. But that panic became the fuel that helped me crush my debt far faster than I ever imagined. And I didn't do it with latte bans or boring budgets. I did it with perspective shifts and strategies banks hope you never learn. At first I thought debt was just part of life. Friends joked about it, ads glamorized it, and banks congratulated me for raising my credit limit. It felt normal, until I realized normal was the problem. Debt isn't harmless. It's a thief stealing from your future. Once I reframed my balance as an emergency, urgency kicked in. Here's the trick banks use: the minimum payment. On a $3,000 balance, mine was about $70 a month. That felt harmless. But if I only paid that, I'd hand over more than $7,500 in interest and still be paying when my kid was in college. The minimum isn't guidance, it's a trap. So I flipped the script. Instead of asking, "What's the least I can pay?" I asked, "What's the most I can throw at this without wrecking my survival needs?" I pushed $200, then $300, sometimes $400. Suddenly, my payoff timeline shrank from forever to about a year. But even then, there was a hidden trap waiting for me. The moment I made progress, I wanted to celebrate. "I'll just swipe this one dinner," I told myself. That's the gambler's trap, mistaking progress for permission. It's the same dopamine loop casinos and social media use. Reward, relapse, repeat. To break it, I literally froze my cards in a block of ice. By the time I could dig one out, the impulse was gone. Silly, but effective. That stopped the bleeding. But the real breakthrough came when I did something most people never even think to try. I called my credit card company and asked for a lower interest rate. My APR dropped from 22% to 14% in one phone call. That alone saved me nearly $600 in interest. 70% of people who ask get a reduction, but most never ask. That's free money left on the table. But here's what really transformed my mindset. One night I looked at my $2,400 balance and felt crushed. Then it hit me. This wasn't just numbers. It was trapped energy. Every dollar represented hours of my life already spent. Late nights, commutes, time away from family. My debt wasn't money owed. It was my past holding my future hostage. Once I saw money as energy, every extra payment felt like reclaiming freedom. I tracked progress on a wall chart, crossing out a block for every $100 I paid. It turned into a game, and progress became addictive. That's the goal gradient effect. Psychologists say we speed up as we near the finish line. I was proof of it. And here's the counterintuitive twist. While paying debt, I also started investing. Just $50 into an index fund. Why? Because if all money ever does is disappear into debt, your brain associates money with loss. That mindset triggers relapse. But when you see money grow, even in tiny amounts, you wire your brain for progress. That little investment gave me hope, which fueled me to finish the fight. When I finally made my last payment, I expected fireworks. Instead, I felt silence. For the first time in years, I wasn't carrying debt in the back of my mind like a shadow whispering, "You owe, you owe." That silence was freedom. Paying off credit card debt fast isn't just about discipline. It's about breaking cultural myths, rejecting the minimum payment trap, freezing your impulses, negotiating with the system, seeing money as energy, making progress visible, and giving yourself proof that money can grow. Do that, and you don't just pay off debt, you reclaim your life. So the real question isn't whether you can pay off credit card debt fast. The real question is, how much of your future are you willing to buy back, starting today?